Ah, yes, the art of effective lecturing. I didn't really know that it was an art, to be honest with you, but a lot of us grew up with this being the true style of learning that we're all accustomed to. Sitting in groups, listening to a teacher drone on and on, perhaps we're being shown a PowerPoint, or perhaps we just have one teacher standing in front of us talking about anything. Or maybe even the teacher doesn't really know what we're talking about. But what we end up having is students in rows and rows and rows listening to the sage on the stage talk, and there's no engagement. And what you get is this: tired, bored, listlessness, unengaged. Lecturing is the most ineffective style of teaching that you can employ. Sure, lecturing has its place, but it has a limited place. What you're going to want to do is plan for strong student engagement. And what that looks like is students in groups working one-on-one, working in collaborative environment, working on hands-on assignments, which gives you an opportunity to go from group to group to group in a power zone setting, making sure that students are engaged, working together. Even the very small kids can work with manipulatives in small group settings, talking with one another, making things happen. These elementary kids are working with a teacher on a project. Everyone is engaged, while students in the rest of the room have an assignment. Philip Schlechte came up with this pie chart that shows what engagement looks like, and it's a process that can go from rebellion to ritual, but it starts with good planning. The way that planning looks like is setting up your classroom in such a way that you can do guided instruction like this teacher's doing here, pulling a small group of kids while other students are working collaboratively in the classroom. Even this teacher has too many kids. You need to look at groups in 4 to 5. So the rest of your small group is working together on an assignment. It's the engagement that matters, and it's the planning that goes into that engagement that makes the most difference. Your room also needs to be set up to manage these instructional groups. Even this private school pre-K classroom is set up for centers instruction, where students can go from one area to another, from the back of the room to the front of the room, working on engaging lessons. If you look at this kindergarten classroom, this is a perfect setup for small group instruction. Some students are set up in groups of 5 and 6. Some tables are set up in groups of 4, but each of the engaging lessons are different. Yes, this requires more work on your part, more planning, more dedication to looking at the SEs in the particular lessons. But if you're setting up your small group instruction appropriately, your kids are going to get the most out of their learning. So good planning needs to occur. It also gives you an opportunity to walk around the room working with students one-on-one. In this final picture, you see what that engagement looks like. You see some of the student products on the walls. It looks cluttered, but that student product shows learning. As kids are moving around the classroom appropriately, working on engaging lessons, and most importantly, working together.